Hey everybody, this is Sid Hameed. Hey listen, we're going to do class number 1 today. So the topic is how to locate properties. So right now we're in 2014 of August, okay? And it's tough out here. Okay, there's this much cash and there's this many properties. And this whole thing about shadow inventory that they've been talking about, it's kind of like, where is it, right? So that's becoming in the form of notes. I don't want to talk about mortgage and notes right now. We'll talk about that at a different time. But how do you find properties today in your local marketplace? Okay, how do you do that? There's only a few different places that you can look to find properties. So I wrote some stuff on the wall, on the board here. But listen, you got to take notes when I'm talking. When I'm talking, you have to write things down. Okay, or you got to stop the tape. Go get a pen and a paper, write this stuff down, because I'm going to be talking about a lot of good stuff, but you got to write it down. I'm going to be able to take the horse to the water, but I can't make the horse drink. So you being the horse. All right, so anyway, so how to locate properties, okay? So one of the things that you want to look at is your neighborhoods. You want to look at the housing market in your neighborhoods. You want to look at the local newspapers. So a lot of times the local newspapers have good information about probates, about estate sales. They have information about for sale by owners. Okay, so look at the local newspapers as well. Look at Craigslist, okay? Advertise on Craigslist. I mean, put 50, 60, 70 ads. One ad is not gonna bring you a deal. You have to do multiple ads, okay? The way Craigslist works is if you have an account, okay, and the number is verified, you can verify that number, okay, then you could do up to 7 ads. And then you got to be able to repost them, because once you do the ad, it goes over down here, you got to repost it. You got to bring it back up, you got to repost it. So Craigslist, okay, so the probate lawyers, so when you're doing probate, there's a lot of probate attorneys. You could contact the probate attorneys and build a rapport with them and let them know who you are, what your experiences is, and what you could do for them and how they could benefit by working with you. So probate attorneys, okay? You have bankruptcy attorneys, there's bankruptcy lawyers, you have divorce attorneys, bankruptcy lawyers. Talk to these people. They're in the yellow pages. Google, find them, California, Nevada, okay, DC, Maryland, Virginia, Ohio, Detroit, Chicago, they're everywhere. Google is your best friend. Google is your best assistant. Google anything and everything, stuff will come up. Then you just got to dig through it, okay? How to locate properties. Okay, look at the list. Look at to see what's selling in the neighborhoods. Contact the local real estate agents. Talk to the agents and say, hey, what's going on? We're looking for properties, we have cash. Show them your proof of funds, that you're serious, and then they'll help you find properties. Build relationships with local expert real estate agents that understand that marketplace. They know the neighborhoods. They could give you a CMA. They could show you what's sold. They could show you what's active, okay? They could show you how long did it take to sell. They could show you how many homes were renovated, how many were as is. Your cost analysis is going to be important by a local expert that understands the marketplace. So build relationships with local agents or become an investor agent yourself with us at ereag.com. You can become an investor agent with us. We will walk you through this process. So work with agents that know the area. Okay, HOAs and condo offices. Okay, so homeowners associations, they collect the dues on a quarterly basis or a monthly basis. So if you have a man-made planned neighborhood, they have HOAs, homeowners association, or you live in a condo, you have condo dues or townhome environment. Okay, you could contact them possibly, depends how you speak to people. and you could maybe get some information on who's delinquent, who's behind. Okay? You could also use realtytrack.com. Realtytrack.com it's pretty current. It's like 95% current. The membership there is nominal, but you could look at all defaulted paper. You could look at people who just went into default. You could look at people who are about to enter into foreclosure. So that application could help you find the homeowners. You could call them, you could talk to them, you could see where they are with their case, you could find out the attorney's name, you could help possibly step in and get a great asset and be a hero for somebody's problem. So realtytrack.com is a good tool to use. Okay, so you can send out postcards, you can send out yellow letters, you can send out red letters, blue letters. It doesn't matter. There's all that stuff. The bottom line is you have to take action. There's plenty of ways to find properties. It's just that the market has gotten tighter right now. So there's a lot of supply of money and a few assets that make sense for investors. Okay? But if you're the investor that want to make $100,000, or you're the investor that's okay with the $30,000, it depends what's right for you. If you're the $100,000 investor today, you may not make $100,000 on every transaction. You're not going to hit a home run on everything. But if you could make a $30,000 consistent, $40,000 consistent, $50,000 consistent on your projects, and you're able to run your projects smoothly in an effective manner where you have control over the projects using systems and processes and technology, then 30,000 isn't bad. But if you got 30,000 and you just did 4 houses in 6 months, hey, that's $120,000. Okay? And you still have time for your wife and your family. So, that's why we get into this real estate business, is to have the freedom. So we don't have the shackles of a job. You take the shackles off and you're free, dude. So have the freedom to be able to enjoy life and do what you want to do. That's what real estate allows me to do, at least. I speak for myself. But I haven't had a job since I was 19 years old. Okay? So it works. It's hard. It's not easy being an entrepreneur or being a CEO, but it's possible. Okay? So these are the different ways you can find properties. You could buy a data list. You could go to Melissa Data, melissadata.com. You could call them, say, hey, I want to buy a list of all the absentee owners or all the probates in a particular zip code or neighborhood or a city or a county. You could buy a list. You could send out mailers. You could send out postcards. You could send out almost something that looks like wedding invitations. So they're handwritten on a note where they're going to open it. Okay, so you could contact Alexa. Alexa Data is another one. You could get a list from those. You could call Info USA. Okay, that's another warehouse, like a data warehouse. You could get a list. You could get all kinds of different lists of properties, and then they could even mail it out for you. They'll create the postcards. They'll create the content. They'll do the whole mailing for you. You just got to have the money to invest in your marketing. So right now, because deals are slightly low and there's a lot of cash, use this cash to invest in marketing. Market. Have 20 different ways of marketing, and you're going to catch something. You got to market. So marketing is the bottom fundamental structure from getting deals. In order for you to get deals, you got to market. That means 50, 60, 80, 100 Craigslist ads. That means phone calls, talking to agents, talking to wholesalers, talking to hard money lenders, talking to people, doing things, beating the bushes, and something's going to eventually give. Something eventually going to give. God will reward the people that work hard. You work hard for it, man, you're going to get it. So, hey, listen, this is Sid Hameed, Brickfront Property. I hope this information was helpful. Give us a shout. Give us some comments. Tell us what's going on. If you like it, you don't like it, give us some feedback. I appreciate you guys. Take care. Sid Hameed, Brickfront Properties.